What size hail would you say that it takes to cause damage to the mat and starts causing bruising on the shingles?
Well, it depends on insurance companies. All insurance companies, they want 0.75 or bigger. Anything above 0.75, inch and a quarter, you can have good, decent hail, depending on the age of the roof. If it's a brand new roof and you get 0.75 hail, you're not going to get much.
Yeah.
But if it's inch and a quarter, inch and a half, you're going to get good
Well, a lot of
damage.
it depends on the speed of the hail, too.
Yeah,
Like you can
that's
have
true.
big hail, but if it's not coming down hard, then it's not necessarily going to fully matter.
Yeah.
But along with that, like, as far as the damage to soft metals, gutters, like, what would you say is, like, how do you tell and what size hail starts causing that?
I mean, honestly, I've seen soft metals off just 0.5 hail.
Yep.
I mean, it's really easy. Downspouts on the gutters, you can literally look up, draw a torque line, and damage right there. Pipe boots, chimney caps, anything of that nature.
Yeah, the soft metals, to me, I feel like just off what we've experienced, what we've seen, you get up on an older roof that has a metal ridge vent or has valley metal. It's like that's always a green flag in the sense of there's no denying it, no matter the insurance company, no matter especially the valley metal and the metal ridge vents up top.
Yeah.
And as far as like a red flag for a homeowner or anything like that, I feel like you can look at you can look at your downspouts.
Yep.
You can look at, and sometimes you can even see visible damage to like a metal ridge vent and stuff like that on your roof just from looking from the ground. And I feel like that's a safe way for a homeowner to know that, hey, I might have hail damage. Let me call somebody and get this looked at, see if I can't, get a new roof out of this.
Yeah, it paints the picture well, like, because you can see, you can have an adjuster come out there and be like, oh, there's not any damage up here. And they're like, well, we got gutters beat everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really, if you have damage on soft metals, it's done deal. You can get it done.
And especially facilitating a claim relatively recent that just had the, valley metal all over the roof. There was, we've had the big storm come through as a inch and a quarter hail date. And, when there's an inch and a quarter dent, there's those size dents are undeniable.
Yeah, you can't. Ain't nothing you can say. We had that one that just came through the 2.5 inch in May 8th. Busted ridge vents. I mean, just put holes in everything.
Destroy them.
Ridiculous.
As far as the timeline goes for a homeowner filing a claim on a roof, what would you say is the right timeline for the homeowner to, want to get it done after the storm?
Well, so today's the 22nd, right? And say if I'm at a house and the lady's telling me she's wanting to wait and she wants to hold off on it, and we have a really good storm date and it's coming up on a year, you want to file that date within a year. Yeah. Because if it lapses that year, insurance won't pay for it. Even if you have busted shingles, even if shingles are blown off of your house. Yep. If you have a 65-mile-an-hour wind date on your house and you got shingles blown everywhere, and the date came through on August 22nd, and we file it tomorrow, you can't do anything with it.
That's exactly right. And I feel like a lot of the insurance companies are different, too, because you'll have a straggler every now and then that will say, oh, it's within 6 months. Or you'll have sometimes they'll say, you'll have really good insurance companies will sometimes, if it's within 2 years.
Yeah, that is true.
And, just a lot of that depends on who you have insurance with. And that's why it's always important to, hire a contractor that really knows what they're talking about and knows the ins and outs of the business. Yeah. That way that we can handle that kind of stuff. And, it's the name of the game is knowing the roofs, knowing the insurance companies, and being able to get things done, I feel like.
It's all about getting things done.
That's right. Homeowner recently said, oh, we want to wait. We just don't really think that the time is right. We don't know that we have a storm. And, it's just kind of an example of I show them that, hey, here's the dates we've got. And to be honest with you, we've actually waited too long, The further you get away from these dates, the less the insurance companies are to think, well, if you had damage from this date, why would you wait this long to file a claim? Why would you wait this long to handle it? Yep. So it's one of those things, you got kind of relayed that to the customer, got them taken care of. And, it's like I stated, the more claims that are filed during that time of the event, the better, more likely your adjuster comes from a claim that's, just destroyed. They're coming in with the right mindset of there is damage here. I'm not just going to come out here and think there's not damage. The sooner you are, the more damage they've seen recently. It's more or less a placebo effect.
Yeah. Same as like getting a cat adjuster. Yep. Because you file a date after the storm, cat adjuster's going to come out. It's instant. It's approval, guaranteed. You just got to make sure you're following it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And as far as let's say you get a homeowner that wasn't in town and they want to say like, oh, well, I don't really know. Did we actually have the damage? And like, what would something like, just an example of the claims that you've ran around here, like what's been the volume of the claims that we've done around here and the roofs we've been able to do in the area from the recent storm?
I mean, it's ridiculous. I usually, if they're asking questions about it, if you're saying at the homeowner, I usually show them on my calendar here on our phone, all the yellow. I just show them all the roofs we've done, a lot of the company cam photos, and then a lot of times I just tell them I'll go up there and take photos and just show them. Usually after you show the homeowner just a picture of a damaged shingle, it's easy. I mean, once you show them like what a shingle is, a lot of people don't know what hail looks like.
Yep.
Hail is a little circle with embedded granules in that little circle. I mean, it's not, you can't tell, because you'll ask a homeowner, they'll be like, I don't have damage on my roof, and
Yep.
nobody really knows what damage on the roof. Make sure you get somebody.
That's why it's important
knows
to hire
what-
a trained
yeah.
professional, somebody that
Knows
you
what
know
damage really
is on
looks
roofs
like.
every day, looks at damage
Yeah.
every day, and is especially somebody that's going to have the integrity to say, "Hey, you have damage. We're going to be able to get this done."
Yeah.
And it's not just going to get hungry and file a claim and say maybe we'll get lucky. I feel like
Yeah.
that's why we do such great businesses, because we're full of integrity, and it's not going to be one of those things where we're not going to waste our time, waste other people's time, and put them in a situation that's not great for everybody, And that's what I always tell homeowners when they ask me about it. It's like, well, I don't know that we have the damage. I was like, well, we'll get up there and look, and if I get up there and there's no damage, there's no point in pursuing it any further, because it's wasting my time and your time. And I always tell them we're not in the business of wasting time. It's like we talked about. There's a lot of storm dates around here. We have a lot of damage, and we're still working the storms pretty heavy. So if there's any roofing needs that you need, give us a call at Rooks Roofing, and we'll be glad to help you.